Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback and look at your site as a first-time site visitor. Even if I've looked at them before, I want you to get an idea of what someone coming to your site experiences so that you know where you might be able to make some adjustments. All right. So William, great job. I like how the color strikes me here, really good, and the sharpness. Interesting, that starts to tell a story, that's good. Nice. You do want to close this up a bit. Keep in mind, this font below is, comes with a template, I know, but it's really, makes it difficult to read because of those narrow strokes. So you may want to try and use another font down there. Ideally, we only have 2 styles on our site, so do keep that in mind. Nice photo. Could be a little sharper here, but it's good. Put your name, title your name, because as you're learning this week, search engines will go through and look at the files and images of your site. So something meaningful like your name, or just something short but descriptive there, really short. Well done. This is great. Just right amount of content, great legibility, hierarchy, all good. When I do this, what do we have? Yeah, that's usually what happens. We want to get rid of this. Just delete that button. And also, you want to get rid of this awards section. It's easy to add back someday if you want it, but we need to remove anything that's placeholder and close that up. Okay. Love it. I do love this. It's just a nice, simple animation that doesn't distract us at all, and it's simple enough. If ever we're going to use any kind of animation on our website, we want to make sure that it's meaningful and there's not a lot of content on that page, so it's just a simple thing there. So I really like that. That's nice. I haven't seen that. Let's see. I like that you have your location there. Again, same issue. It's the font that comes with this, and on the one hand, it sometimes can look elegant, but really it's just not legible, and not your fault, but you do want to change that. Make sure this is a Google number, hopefully, and it looks like you're linked up. Good job. And you mentioned Far Out Films here in your social media. I hope that that's mentioned someplace else as well, because we've got WDI, so you'll do some branding connecting there. Nice logo, really easy. Production's not so easy, but this is clear, flat, and easy to read. Well done. And let's take a look at your mobile. Okay. All right. You might want to center that, but it's not essential. And close up some space here. Okay, delete that button, and you're closing all this out and reducing the footer a little bit in height. Okay, same thing. And yeah, so everything we've talked about. But otherwise, everything is translating just fine for the most part. All right, well done. You don't have a lot of edits, so excited to see where this is going to go. Good job. Okay, Joni. Let's see, when we resize this, I'm trying to see if this is moving. No, so center this with this, center all of that. I think you do Maybe cell work on here, I'm not sure, but consider whether or not you need that. Okay, you need to link your social. Those aren't linked. Okay, let me see what we've got there. This is the problem with drop-down menus, is it covers content. So you want to be super careful with that, meaning that you have to put your heading portfolio over here so that it's not being covered up. Okay. So when I click on any of these, I should have a description here. So you want to go into your portfolio collection, is the term you're looking for, so that you can put your descriptions here. Okay. Okay. And the thing about having a site that has a lot on it is it all has to be completed and descriptions for everything. So that's going to be a priority. So I need a description for this and what this is about. I've seen this image. I need to know more. Yeah. Okay. So everything has to have a description. And I need to know that it's yours, what your role was. Okay. So anytime I select any of these, they all have to have a description. Okay. Okay. So that's what's needed here. You do have this on the left, so you're just going to want to align where your headings are on each page. Okay. All right. Yeah, just need a little more description on these things. Okay. And this is placeholder for sure. So that needs to come out. And contact needs to go last. Okay. Let's take a look at the mobile. This is placeholder, so that's a problem. Anything that is not yours, anything at all, any photograph, any product, any text that is not original has to come out. All right? Anything that was with the template or belongs to Wix has to come out. Such as all of this. Okay? That's placeholder. Okay? On the paragraph. All right. So, yeah, you got a little bit to work on. I think I mentioned before, photography is a little small, but yeah, make those edits and corrections. Make sure everything has a description, every piece of work. You can edit some work out if you like, but make sure everything has a description attached to it. And again, if you go into your, over on the left under Wix, you will have, in your pages and menu, you'll have something that says portfolio. And you have your pages on the third column, but the second column you've got portfolio, and it should open up your collections or go into your media that you've uploaded and give a description. All right? All right, I'm anxious to see where this is going to be. Great start. Okay, Jasmine. We just need to know exactly what you do right up here. And watch the spelling of graphic designer. So put graphic design up here. And, okay. Yeah. Well done. You've given us the info we need. And you are linked up, it looks like. Okay. And you probably can take off powered and secured by Wix. I believe you can delete that. So I'm thinking this links to a contact page, but keep in mind people are used to seeing contact. And then this is great. On your contact page, you know, it can be a header, it can be a heading, either one. This needs to be intertext rather than a picture of words because a lot of reasons search engines won't find it. And screen readers, those with low vision, won't be able to read it because it's not text. So you definitely need to do that and have a form for them to be able to contact you. Okay, a clickable email address too. Okay, I'll do like this. And we talked about this image a little bit in one of your 2.1, I believe. It's got some strong aspects to it. And so this is where you have that here. This is going here. So the Media Kit page isn't needed in this situation. This can be, you know, sample work, but yeah, and you've got it called portfolio when this is really your portfolio. And it's called work, and that's fine, but you don't need both, either work or portfolio. Do try and have the same amount of space, vertical spacing between your work, but otherwise looking good. And also align these, so the same amount of spacing between your work and your heading right here, and that'll be great. Okay, well done. Let's take a look at your mobile. We talked about this image, that page going. And we're going to put graphic design there. Take that out. You can put that on your... Okay. You probably want this on one line. But to finish what I was saying, yeah, you're going to put this on your contact as a page, as a heading perhaps. One line, like this one. Okay. When you say portfolio piece for Canva, why not just describe what it is? You know, if you're going to say description, portfolio piece for Canva has already kind of been mentioned because we have Canva here. You could just say time lapse, or, you know, fantasy time lapse. Okay, because you've said what you've used, all right? So you can simplify that and make it more specific at the same time. All right. Okay, you have this here, so you probably don't need it here, but that's okay. I usually don't allow students to have it twice. Make sure your headings are the same. Okay, so this is upper lower case, and this one is all uppercase. So just be consistent. Okay. All right. All right. Terrific start. Can't wait to see how this polishes out next week. All right, good work. Okay, Joseph. Okay, so we have iron video videos. So I mentioned this earlier about how you want to bring contact up here to the right, to the very end. And the way you're going to do that, what has happened is you have it under the About Me in your Pages and Menu tools over on the left. So you just want to grab the contact in your Pages and Menu tool and bring it over to the left and bring it out from under this so that it can come up here. The other option could be that you have this box fixed and you can select the box itself and drag the points out here so that it wraps at the top. So one of those two things is going on, okay? Great profile shot, perfect. The background's out of focus. You've got the face in focus. You've got the catch light in the eye. Really great. Great job on that. And it's professional looking. Okay. This I would take out of the background. And the way you can do that is you select the background, you select change background, and you select the color white when you get that tool up. And that will make it disappear. And then, of course, this is going to have be a higher contrast, so it should be white or something. Yeah, so take that background out. This is too hard to read, so you're going to have to use something. If you're using this font, and I don't think you are, use this font and make it white. You may have to make it semi-bold. And left align, because anytime we have more than a few lines, it's now a paragraph. So left align and try to go in and edit so that you have the same number of lines throughout. Okay, so that it lines up the bottom also. This is not in the center of these. There's more distance here in your columns, so you want to work on that. I'm not sure what this has to do with it, so it may be a example of your work, but I don't think so. This is a placeholder information, so you want to get rid of that. I'm not sure what this background image is, but be careful with that. Instead of having this fill box in the back, go ahead and make that white font and do away with that, and then close up this space. If you're having trouble, anybody, closing up the space, it could be there's something hidden, an element somewhere that's preventing you from being able to drag that arrow up to make that not so deep. Okay. Okay, so I like the way it's laid out. I feel like this is not centered exactly. This is definitely not centered, your subheading there. And then I would probably center this at the bottom. So if I click on these, I should be able to see content about this. Okay. Here's what you want to do. Everybody wants to make sure that this is not set to play automatically. The audio, for sure. You want the user to be able to control that. That way, wherever they are, they have control over, sound coming out of their computer. But the gallery, you want to go through and definitely create your descriptions so that we know exactly what your role was. It may be, script writing, directing, camera. It could be editing, all those things. It could be one or two of those things. So we need to know specifically. And good, none of these seem to be duplicated, except this was in your contacts, so do remove that. And let's see, if I select this, this is where, change the name of the file, and if you go into your collections, you'll be able to describe it. Okay, there'll be a place for you to describe. We will also be working on that next week because you will have a place for screen readers for accessibility to describe your image, but and that will be easy for you. It will just walk you through it when we go through using the Wix Accessibility Wizard. But this week you want to try and go into your collection and give your descriptions. Sometimes what happens is you'll be able to just scroll over something and it will give you the description for that image. Do rename your files. Okay, again, screen reader will find that, so put your name there. And you may want to break this up into 2 paragraphs and take just a couple of lines out. Possibly you might be able to just resize it, not much, but a point or so. Okay, again, this is placeholder. We've got to remove all of that. You've got 2 columns here. Maybe you only want 1. So if you select it, it should give you a place to manage columns. And if you want, you don't have to have something broken up like this on your background. Yeah, so your social media is here, but it needs to be on your contact. Okay? And you're going to close all that up when you close up this. Let's take a look at your mobile. All right. Probably want to remove this. You might be able to extend it and make it a little smaller and extend it, but it might run into your navigation, but you can see that that needs to be addressed. And you're going to correct that. Anything you correct inside your mobile will not affect your desktop. If you correct your desktop, of course, it will affect your mobile. This is likely a stock image. As a photographer, that's something you want to avoid. You want your own images. Okay. So you might want to look at your layout because you're cropping off important body parts like the face and losing the point. And of course this, you're going to adjust the width of that column. And probably edit that down a little bit. And probably, you could take a line or two out of there if you want to edit that. Okay. Yeah. All right, so those are the edits that you'll want to make this week. And, okay. Yeah. Well done. I'm looking forward to seeing those. I think you can see right away what you'll need to work on for next week. This week you're working a little bit on search engine optimization and feedback for your peer. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you come up with. All right, Simon. Okay. I do want to apologize if you hear a fan. I do try to reduce that and filter it, but it's cold here. I'm sure it's cold where you are, and so I do have a heater on. So far, really great. Well done. Linked up. I'm curious. I mean, I can see that. Is it Media A? Okay. Let's see how our links are doing. Okay, so what you want to do, great image, another great image. What you want to do is come up here to your header and select the button on the top right. There'll usually be an orange button saying header. Select that and or go to settings for your header and select a freeze for your header so that it is always there, because once you're down here you don't want them to have to scroll up and come all the way back up here to find it. Okay, so I know it's all on one page, but still, and you'll probably have more content coming, so it'll be problematic if it isn't corrected. Okay, I want to see a capital there. It just feels like it might be a broken paragraph otherwise. I do like this. You've got a few different fonts going on. That's the only thing. Instead of two. But great, you've got this. Description, love it. Well done. Well done. You've got that. All right. Let's see. As long as everything has, and I think you probably do, everything has something here. Yeah. All right. Well done. Let's look at your mobile. Okay. Good, good. Files are a little big. They're taking a little time, but that's okay. But when you have a few of them, you want to optimize those so they're not taking too long to load. You can see this one's really struggling to come up because they're large files. I know you have it in a place that's large, full frame, but think about it for your mobile layout. You definitely want to freeze that header. But well done, well done. May not need this hyphen there, but really clear. You focus on your work. You provide your descriptions, for your, some context for the content. Excellent job. Well done. Not a lot of edits there. Okay. For this one, okay, you do want this to be on one line, all of it on one line if you're going to have that. Let's see, if I select this, I'm not sure that button. All right. Okay. So let's not repeat ourselves here. If we're going to say read more, if you're going to do that, then you're going to jump into the remaining part. If it's going to be, this is a tricky thing about this template. You have the about page, and then we have the about strip. So it's easier, now that you have your page, which is working, it's easier to, as far as correcting the function, to take this out, take this strip out. Okay? Then you'll go directly to your about. You want to break that up a little just as you have here. You may want to take a line or two off, probably delete that if it's opening up to the PDF, which it usually is. Yeah. So take that button off, delete that. Use a font that's easier to read down here. And let's see. Get rid of the Facebook if you don't have an account, remove that. And remove anything that is Wix unless you're linked up to it. I like your logo up here, it's easy to read. This button too, it's hard to read. Again, this font, it's really tough, and you can see that it needs more line spacing. It's overlapping. It doesn't have any there. So just a different font that's easier to read. Okay. If you go over on your left in Wix and you look at the A with the color drop, that'll be your site design. And you know, you can choose a font that is easier to read there. Okay. At some point, ideally, you want these to line up, be the same ratio. Okay. Can't really see this, so double check that, the lettering. All right. Same here. Okay. All right. Let's look at the mobile version. Okay. Yeah, and so we'll take that out. Doesn't mean you can't put something there if you want, but you definitely want to take this out because it's just repetitive. You don't need to link over to that. You can put something short about yourself that is different from what's on your about page. Just something general, and take that out and don't link to it. Most people are used to finding this higher up on the corner, and this it's kind of taking away. I mean, if you wanted to use that, you know, that could be something that you put down here or whatever, but I think it's really, in your header, it's distracting, and we want only the essentials in your header and footer. Okay. So, yeah, you won't need that because you've got this and you're going to have a contact page. We're good on that. The only thing is when you have it down here, yeah. Make sure your footer's not too deep because then you're using a lot of space. Okay, not a lot of edits to make. I'm looking forward to seeing it. And just, you know, some legibility, things like that. All right, good job. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you were able to look at everybody so you can learn a variety of different things, different options that you may have tried or thought to try or considered. And you'll be making your edits. I'll then give you a little bit of feedback, but mostly it's going to be about whether or not you made your edits. So that's going to be really important. All right, everybody. Well done. Have a great week. Contact me with any questions whatsoever. Please do so before Saturday. You really want to get your help prior to that. Okay? All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a great afternoon.